do a quick test. Test one.
Probando. Can you hear me?
So,
I mean, those who are, you got it on the him? Good? Well, first of all, thank you for all coming out on such short notice. Truly appreciate the amount of response I've gotten from this call today. But what I'd like to do right now is read a statement. It was recently alleged that during a private meeting with some of my staff members this summer, that I made an inappropriate comment about a crime victim who was a defense attorney. While I do not recall making the alleged comment, as chief of the Durham Police Department, I take full responsibility for anything that I may have said that may have offended anyone or any group of people. I can assure you that any comment that may have been made among my peers of this organization concerning the defense attorney was not made with malice, and I apologize if it offended anyone. It is regrettable when a statement is taken out of context and causes unintended harm. I would never condone such a comment being made as a personal statement, as an organizational statement, or as an opinion. Law enforcement officers work very closely with attorneys on a daily basis, and I sincerely respect the work that they do. I have faith in the justice system, and we each play an important role in making it function effectively. We all work together to obtain justice for the victims of crimes and to ensure due process for those charged. It would be unfortunate if an allegation like this was allowed to bring a wedge between our professions. In closing, I want to again reiterate my commitment to lead this department and serve the entire Durham community. I apologize for any cloud that this incident may have brought on the Durham Police Department. Thank you.
Chief, why are you apologizing for something you don't recall doing?
I'm responsible for this organization. I think that if it was said or someone believes it was said, then it really does bother me that it would get out of a private meeting and actually hurt someone and bring the unintended consequences that it did.
Do you believe it was made? Do you believe you did say that?
I believe someone may have made it. I cannot definitively say that it wasn't made, and because I cannot definitively say that it cannot be made, I will take responsibility for it.
How much turmoil has this caused, Chief? Obviously, you're out here right now apologizing in public, so it must have caused turmoil. It must have caused pain in some way.
Well, the pain that I have is the fact that someone in this community would think that this organization would be thinking in that manner, and that wasn't so. And the statement, if it was made, I am certain was not made intentionally, and it was not done with malice. So I want to make sure that it's out there.
There were a couple of complaints that were lodged against you that ultimately you were vindicated. Now you have this. Do you feel at this point that you are under fire, that someone's basically targeting you, that you're kind of like a lightning rod?
At this point in time, I'm addressing the issues as they come. Been addressing them for the last 6 years as they come, and I'll continue to address issues as they come. This will happen. Clarify when I can, and then wait and be patient till the investigations are done. Not something that was done hastily. Made sure that it was looked into and that others independently looked at this to make sure that there wasn't anything that, which I was certain of, that was done wrong. But I do appreciate the patience of the city government here in looking into it and making sure that we can move forward with it.
I'm not trying to belabor the point, but do you think someone's out to get you, sir?
I don't feel anybody's out to get me now.
Are you concerned about the fact that what goes on in some of these meetings within the police department, some of these talking?
I think everybody's concerned. Not only in the police department, but all over. I'm pretty sure in your organizations also. that you would have private meetings and that maybe some statements made there get out and get misconstrued and then turn to others and actually cause harm because it causes them to feel bad.
At what point does allegations and the damage to perception start hurting the police department to the point where, I mean, have you ever considered stepping down? And at what point does the perception take on a life of its own?
I think that at this point in time, we're really working towards fixing the perception from these incidents. But the reality is that if you really look at the Durham Police Department, you'll see that in these years, our relationship with this community, our trust with this community has gotten a lot better. And it's a shame that some individuals can come out and represent themselves as the totality of this community and say that there's an issue with this police department. I think that if you look at the majority of the citizens in this city, you will realize that they realize and see the changes that this city has taken, the way it's moving forward, the different initiatives this police department is bringing forth, the fact that we are represented in a very positive way, not only nationally, but internationally. I think there are a lot of positive things that are going in. You cannot escape the fact that the crime is trending down. It's trending down significantly. We're also engaging districts, neighborhoods that traditionally had a distrust for this organization. Today are working with us, and we're really making some substantial strides in making the quality of their life a lot better. And I think that's what's being lost in a lot of this. But I think that it's being lost among a very small group of individuals. So as we move forward, I'm certain we're going to continue servicing the positive members of the community.
Chief, as folks try and undermine you, does that not eventually undermine what happens to the department?
I'm very fortunate that I have an outstanding organization that works very hard in the best interest of the community. I think that many of them work towards making sure that what I represent is positive, making sure that I minimize my mistakes, being a human being, that possibility exists. And at this point in time, I'm not concerned about being undermined. I don't believe that I'm being undermined. I believe I've got a very good organization that's moving forward for this city, and I think that's what's important.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more question, please. One more question.
I would not be able to comment on that. I think that every person in this organization has the freedom to file a complaint. That's what makes this country the great country that it is. And we'll look into these complaints and we'll address them. And I'm pretty certain that the city will be investigating them thoroughly.
I think at the heart of that was this idea of discrimination, sir. The idea that the allegation of discrimination when the department you speak and agree with.
What I can honestly say and adamantly say is that I have not discriminated against anyone here in this organization. Being a man of color, it's not something that I would be doing. Thank you.
Hey Tom, are you planning on jumping up there?